Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. It's our NFL legend video. Today, I'm going to highlight the great Willie Brown, cornerback, Oakland Raiders, cornerback, Grambling State University. So if you like the video, please come in and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Willie Brown, royalty. What a football player. Mr. Bump and Run. Grambling State, Yazoo City, Mississippi. Willie Brown's hometown. Right now, you got two NFL players right now that's from Yazoo, Mississippi. That's Kenny Gainwell out of the University of Memphis with the Philadelphia Eagles, and one of the best defensive tackles to ever play the game, Fletcher Cox, right now with the Philadelphia Eagles. And they out of Yazoo City, Mississippi. And as I always told y'all, and I'm always going to remind you, when players come out of the state of Mississippi, matter of fact, when great people come out of the state of Mississippi, it's something in the water. It's something in the blood. Morgan Freeman, James Earl Jones, John Grissom, and my parents, Chester and Inez Turner, and my uncle, Opie Turner. So let's talk about Willie Brown. My thing about Willie Brown is my first knowledge of him was he played at Grambling State University under the great Eddie Robinson. And what stuck out to me most of all was two things. He went to Grambling as a tight end. Then they moved him to defense and he played linebacker. Then he gets into the National Football League at 6'2", 195, maybe 6'2", about 210, 215. He moves to cornerback. But he played on them Grambling teams when he was there at Grambling. His teammates were Ernie Ladd, Buck Buchanan, Lane Howell, Stone Johnson, and Jerry Robinson. And all of them got drafted in the National Football League. But Willie Brown didn't. Undrafted free agent. I call him a diamond in the rough. Think about this. He went and was signed by the Houston Oilers. Cut by the Houston Oilers because the Oilers had filled their quota of having black players on the squad. Back in 1964. At that time, you could only have 6 black players on the squad in the AFL. No, excuse me, 5. You couldn't have 6. And Willie Brown was the guy that decided to let go. Then he latched on with the Denver Broncos. And for 3 years, he took his game to another level. But most of all, when he got to the Oakland Raiders, Willie Brown turned special. And he invented this technique called a bump and run. And think about that technique was outstanding by Willie Brown at that time, because you always get your accolades from your peers. One of the greatest football players that played the wide receiver position was out of the University of Arkansas, where I attended. Peg Sooie, Lance Allworth, Hall of Famer, said this about Willie Brown: the best I ever went against. And his bump and run technique, after you played Willie Brown, your ribs would sore for a whole week. The skill set by Willie Brown, the size, A+, the strength, A+, the quick burst, A+, the physicality. He used to beat up on receivers, A+, the strive for receivers, A+, because he can run with you like he was a deer. But words about Willie Brown that people need to understand is this right here. He changed the game at the cornerback position. The bump and run technique. When I say change the game, Dale Green, Deion Sanders, Bobby Butler, Mike Haynes, Hanford Dixon, Frank Meadowfield. Oh, Lord have mercy. Jalen Ramsey, Trayvon Diggs, Albert Lewis, Jimmy Marcellus. Willie Brown changed the game. And that's why the cornerback position, in my opinion, outside the quarterback position in the National Football League, is the hardest position to play on any level. And Willie Brown, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 4-time Pro Bowler, two-time first-team All-Pro, Hall of Famer, voted to the NFL 100 anniversary team. Think about that. You're the greatest 100 players in the world in the National Football League. 54 career interceptions. Inducted in the Hall of Fame in 1984. One of the most special football players that played the cornerback position. And he left early. Passed a couple of years ago. But a lot of people don't understand how much he meant to this game and how much he's put the cornerback position up there among the best positions to play in the National Football League. And the cornerback position gets paid also. And then think about 1967 when the merger happened. You had Larry Little, Emmett Thomas, Art Shell, Buck Buchanan, all those great players. But the guy that stuck out in the silver and black was Willie Brown, man. In my greatest memory, as I ended the day with Willie Brown in the Super Bowl against the Minnesota Vikings, picking off that pass and going 75 yards. And the great Bill King, the voice of the Oakland Raiders, saying, Willie Brown, he's got it. Oh, man, Willie, look at him. Oh, man, Willie taking it to the house. And the Raiders winning that Super Bowl 32-14. It's a lot of people that's been special to this game. But Willie Brown, as you see his image on the screen, cornerback to the Oakland Raiders, he's the reason the cornerback position is at another level. I call him the Alex English of the NFL. Alex English, a great basketball player in the NBA. Diamond in the rough. Undrafted. Yazoo City, Mississippi. But think about this. He was undrafted by the National Football League and undrafted by the AFL at that time. And he ended up setting the tone for all the other great players that followed him at the cornerback position. And he developed the technique to bunt and run. And my man Lance Alworth, who's in the Hall of Fame, Pig Suey, said Willie Brown was the best that's ever played the game. And when you played against Willie, he said his ribs were sore for a week. My final words about Willie Brown. About the young musician out of Detroit, Michigan, Stevie Wonder. He had a song called Fingertips. I want to clap your hands. Come on, come on. I want to stomp my feet. Come on, come on. Jump up and down. Willie Brown with the bump and run technique. The silver and black of the Oakland Raiders. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I've been your host, Vincent Turner, 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to say thanks to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers, for making it happen this morning. Y'all have a for one week. And also, I'm going to give kudos to the University of Georgia. Go Dogs. I didn't think y'all can win it under Stetson Bennett. But to Kirby Smart, as one of my friends said I need to say today, I need to address the Georgia football nation, King Kirby. Y'all have a blessed day.